To be a visionary or a great leader or a world changer, you need to see the world as it could be. Have a dream. Have a vision. You shouldn't go through life without having a greater goal. You need to have that one thing that is your ultimate goal in life. You can't get to a destination that you don't know. Your dream and your vision will give you direction. Don't just wander through life aimlessly. Without direction, you cannot become the person that you are meant to be. And when you have found direction, when you see your vision, work like your life depends on it to make that vision come true. And surround yourself with like-minded people, people that see what you see. And when they can't see or understand your vision, they believe in you. To complete any given task, you have to complete the smaller ones that it is made up of. If you want to go to the store, what do? You put on your clothes and shoes, get your shopping list, pick up your keys and wallet or purse, get in your car and drive to the store. You can't get to the store without first doing these things in between. You can't jump from A to Z without going through the other 24 alphabets. In that same way, you can't achieve your dreams without first doing the smaller things that you need to do. There's no shortcut to achieving your goals.
Anything worth having is not gotten easily. You will have to go through a lot in the journey to success, but you will have to endure it. If you really, really desire to be successful, you will have to push through every challenge that you face. You have to keep going at it. Through every failure, through every disappointment, through every setback, remember what your goal is. You can't stop. Not for 1 minute, not for 1 second. Every day you were gifted with should be used to its full potential. Don't let failure or rejection keep you from living the life that you deserve. If you fail, get up and try again. If you're told no, ask again and again until you get the answer that you want. Or go ask someone else. Don't quit. Be unyielding. Do not give up any territory. Fight for what you have and for what you want. No one can fight your battles for you. Do not let mistakes keep you down. Just because something is hard to do doesn't mean that it's impossible to do. The word impossible shouldn't even be in your dictionary. Don't compromise on what you believe in or on what you want. If you have a goal, if you have a dream, if you have your mind set on something that you want to do, nothing should move you. Don't settle for less than what you know you can reach. Nothing should change your mind, be it hardship or doubters. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. But more importantly than refusing to give up, you should learn from your mistakes. Every time that one of your ideas or plans falls apart, take time to find out what went wrong and what you can do differently the next time. No one ever does the same thing over and over again and expects different results. If you want to change in the results you've been getting, then you have to change what you've been doing or how you've been doing it, or both. See every failure not as failure, but as a teachable moment. They say that experience is the best teacher, and it's true. How do you know that something is or is not going to work unless you've tried it or someone else has? Learn from your mistakes and from other people's mistakes.
Always look for ways to better yourself. Read books, take classes, talk to people that have more experience than you do. Don't limit yourself to what you already know. Thinking that you know everything is one of the biggest enemies of progress. There are things that you will never know unless someone shows them to you. When an opportunity to grow presents itself, don't reject it. Embrace the fact that you always have room for improvement. Our limits are flexible. They change based on what we know. So the more you know, the more you can do. Be hungry for knowledge. Make the world your library. Always be on the prowl for the next level. If you don't grow, you'll be left behind. In all that you do, pursue excellence and shun mediocrity. Mediocrity will cost you. It will prevent you from getting more out of yourself and your work. It will keep you stuck right where you are. Excellence, on the other hand, always pays. It pays to be excellent. Find a man that is diligent in his work. He will stand before kings and not mere men. If you do your work excellently and diligently, people will value it, and they will value you. Why is it that some pieces of furniture are far more expensive than others? It's because better materials are used and the makers have repeatedly shown that they take pride in their craft and pour their hearts and soul into it. Pursue excellence, and success will chase you down. Your success is in your hands. So you have a choice. Are you willing to do what it takes to be successful? Or are you okay with being just another inhabitant of the planet? If you're fine with just being a number, then sit back and let things happen to you. But if you want to leave your mark, then take your life in your hands and create your success. But know that it will take everything in you to make your dreams come true. It's going to be hard and tiring. But let every obstacle that is thrown at you make you stronger. Let the challenges and hardships that you face build you up and transform you. You grow when you're uncomfortable. Diamonds can't exist without pressure.
What are you willing to do to make your dreams a reality? What are you willing to sacrifice? To create lasting change in the world or in your life, you will have to make sacrifices. You're going to give up certain activities, friends, and habits. You're going to have to push yourself even when your body wants to give in. But if your vision is powerful enough, the stress you go through and the sacrifices you make will all be worth it in the end. Work hard now so that you can rest hard later. Don't find yourself in a situation where your friends are retiring, but you have to keep working just to survive. Keep your goal in the front of your mind. Remember what you are fighting for. But don't neglect what's in front of you right now. You can't get to tomorrow without first going through today. Keep your eyes on the target. Don't be distracted by the frivolities of life. Pay attention to what's important and essential. Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? What and who will help me in my journey to greatness? The answer to these questions will help you to realize what's important. Hope for the best in all things, but keep yourself grounded. Be prepared when things don't go according to plan. Don't be discouraged, but believe that your dream is possible, and believe that you can make it a reality. But most of all, listen to your heart. It will lead you to your prosperity.
Here's a short story by Team MotivationSupreme that will get you thinking about your life and the kind of things you hold on to. Two monks were near the end of a long, grueling journey. The rain was pouring down and turned the road they were on into mud. As they came upon an intersection, they encountered a beautiful woman in a silk kimono and sash. The mud had made it impossible for her to cross. The first monk watched the poor woman struggle and went to her aid. He picked her up and carried her over the mud. The second monk said nothing. He averted his eyes until the woman was gone. He stayed silent until they reached their lodging temple that night. Then he no longer could restrain himself. "We monks don't go near females," he told the first monk, "especially not beautiful women. It is dangerous." "Why did you do that?" "I left the girl there," said the first monk. "Are you still carrying her?" How often do we fail to let something go? Are we still holding on to the coronavirus, the fear of the economy? Life is not perfect. It is not without difficulties and tough decisions. But it is important to embrace the good and positive. It is just as important to let go of the pain before it turns into scars.